There are laws that can make it impossible to get paid even if you're not at fault in an accident. I'll explain by looking at the tragic situation of the Titan submersible that vanished with 5 passengers on board while exploring the wreckage of the Titanic. My prayers go out to the passengers and their families. As a husband and father of 2 kids, I can't imagine the terror that they've experienced. Many people wrongly assume that personal injury claims in the US are a lottery ticket. They refer to the McDonald's hot coffee verdict or billboards and TV ads showing huge paydays for injured victims. But you're about to hear the other side of the story. Before we talk about claims for the Titan incident, I need to quickly tell you a story about Bob. Bob is married and he's the father of a few young and adorable kids. He's the type of spouse and father that everyone wishes they had. He's reliable and loving. One day, Bob is stopped at a red light in New York. An 18-wheeler truck comes barreling into Bob's car, but Bob dies on impact. One moment, these precious kids had a father and his wife had a loving husband, and now he's gone forever. Bob's kids and wife will experience countless days filled with intense sorrow and crying. They'll likely need to get mental health counseling, which may help them grieve. So surely the trucking company is going to be required to pay Bob's wife and kids for their pain and suffering, right? Unfortunately, no. You see, the law of the state where the accident happened will determine if Bob's wife and kids will even get 1 penny for their pain and suffering. And as far as states go in this regard, New York's wrongful death law is terrible. Since Bob was killed on impact, his wife and kids aren't entitled to any money for pain and suffering, not even 1 penny. So this brings us back to the tragic Titan submersible incident. Of course, we all hope that the passengers survive. But sadly, a retired U.S. Navy submarine captain says that the odds of the passengers' survival are just 1%. So if, God forbid, the people on the Titan die, are their family members entitled to make a claim for pain and suffering? The answer may be found in a law that dates back to 1920. It's called the Death on the High Seas Act, DOSA. DOSA applies when an accident occurs at least 3 nautical miles off the coast of the U.S. The Titan is hundreds of miles off the coast. DOSA says that you're not entitled to compensation for pain and suffering for your family member's death. So the Titan sub's passengers' families may not even get 1 penny for pain and suffering, even though they've experienced a nightmare come true. Another factor that may affect their right to sue is whether the participants signed any waivers. To learn why most personal injury claims are so hard, watch the video that's on screen now or click on the link in the description below. And again, my prayers go out to the Titan passengers and their families.